Detroit sports. The Milwaukee Bucks coming to this one following a loss to Phoenix. And that's one they'd like to have back. A little more focus would have been enough. Just a 4-point loss.
Yeah, they were in a funk from the field in that game. Credit the defense, though, because even when they got open looks, no rhythm to knock them down.
Hey, guys. Hey, every team has a night like that on occasion. It happens. Heck, we call them gong games. You just want to hit the gong, forget about them, and move on.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. They've got the Magician. The great one out there with money. And it's Cool Hands. Graham with the ball. Antetokounmpo defending. Rocket 2. Here's Jenkins. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once and it had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his team.
And it's Middleton penetrating. Got a hand on it. Now Detroit moving it up. Got that one up quick.
And they are on the board first.
Trying to set the tone here early. I like that.
Detroit on D. It's a 3-point game. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Jason Kidd. What'd you find out, Doris?
I asked him to sum up their season to this point, and he said there's definitely room for improvement, but there are a lot of positives they can draw from. He'd just like to see a little more consistency on a night-in, night-out basis. Wouldn't we all, Kevin?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Monroe's shot is good.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Detroit's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Here's Antetokounmpo. A shot by Carter Williams. Nobody around. No good with the wing jumper.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
The pass to Cool Hands. Here's Money. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Now the dish to Antetokounmpo. Picked his pocket. Here we go, one-on-one. Jenkins with it. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Miami. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Money. And it's off from 3-point range. Carter Williams will pass to Middleton. And that one comes up a bit short.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Well, Milwaukee last year became just the 9th team in NBA history to go from Greg being the worst in the league to a playoff team.
Unbelievable what they accomplished, and they had a tough... matchup in the first round with the playoff season Bulls. However, things didn't go well, but they did get some valuable experience from that effort.
And the Bucks with possession here after the basket by Detroit. Rocket 6 out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. In the third spot, the Bucks.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Well, as you said, guys, I mean, the Bucks struggled early in their series against the Bulls, but they got the momentum and forced a game 6, but then were blown out at home to end the series. Ended up losing by 54. That's right, 54. Wow.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Plumlee is checked in for Monroe. Henson comes in for T. The Professor's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Carter Williams. Here's Grant. First time out, he had 14 points.
And as you said, the Bucks lost on their home floor. One thing about that series is the Bucks introduced their new logo. They gave away free playoff tickets to anyone that turns in their old red gear. Not a bad deal in my book.
So Detroit ends up going with the new group. Bucks trail by 11. Here's Dellavedova. 11 points for him in that last game against Phoenix. Pass to Henson. The feed to Antetokounmpo. Clock at 4. And the Bucks miss again.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
Smith outside. The tray. Plumlee with the rebound. The Bucks have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. To the wing on the left. Here's the Professor, guarded by Jackson. Here's the Professor. It's good from about 19 feet.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
For 3, Smith. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Boy, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
And it's not often that one of your enforcers is also one of your best three-point shooters. But such is the case with J.R. Smith. Everywhere he's gone, he's played both roles. Sometimes to the team's benefit, but others to its detriment.
Here's Smith. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. This one for 3. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. With the shot. No luck. Good work defensively by Morris. Greg, on the topic of Smith, you never know what his personality is going to bring to the game, or Clark, even the moment.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Moment to moment, it's an adventure. When the good JR is rolling, he's knocking down threes, playing solid D, creating havoc for the opponent. Bad JR is taking and missing wild shots, going to sleep on defense, and causing problems for his own team.
Yeah. Shots good. The Professor's got his second basket.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
No one near Smith as he lets it go.
Come on, Bradley.
And we heard for the game, a player on the rise. He feels he still has a lot to prove.
Defensively, offensively, I think I'm better offensively.
Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but it seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
Yeah, that's a great point. Anybody who plays against him knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with a chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long, long way in this league using that method.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Detroit.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Detroit, Cool Hands is out there with the Magician. Then there's the Great One, and there's Money. Here's the Professor. Here's the Teardrop. No good. He has missed 3 of his 5 attempts this game. Detroit leading by 13. Now Jenkins passes it to Money. The pass to Cool Hands. Here's Money. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
That is a real nice looking deep three ball there, fellas.
Yeah, Clark, major confidence on display.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times. And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
Detroit's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. They set the pick. Here's Jenkins to the right side. Graham buries it from three-point range. Graham's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Now here's Carter Williams. He's guarded closely. Monroe outside. He dishes it to Carter Williams. Pass to the professor. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. And it's 6 points for the professor.
What a smart pass by Carter Williams right there.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. They set the pick. Jenkins can't get it to go.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Here's T. No good. And it's Detroit the other way. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one. Cool hands passes to Graham. Lets it go with a three. Count that one. Graham's got a pair of triples in the second now for Detroit.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And the shot is good. He's got 6.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now here's Monroe. They set the screen. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And it's 8 points for the professor.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And it's the Bucks on the break. Finished off the break. The professor's got 6 in the quarter.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
And boy, how good was Chris Middleton last season? Always a deep shooter who could stretch the floor. He hits the weight room in the offseason and became a much stronger defender. Now he's one of the more promising 3-and-D guys in the league.
And that's a foul called on Money. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Bucks. Plumlee, he's checked in for Monroe. Henson comes in for T. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for the professor.
John Henson. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
A minute 42 left now here in the second. Middleton outside. 5 to shoot. And Henson kicks to Antetokounmpo. And it's blocked.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Feeds it to Carter Williams. Kicks it to Henson. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Inside, Middleton outside. Here's Carter Williams. And again, the Bucks miss. And it's Detroit's ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Here's Jenkins. And Detroit again with the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now here's Plumlee looking for his first basket still in this one. 3-on-3. Fires the three. Jenkins can't get it to go. The Bucks really having a tough go here. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Middleton and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
Smith outside. It'll count. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's Detroit running away with this one. And we've got more NBA action on 2K.
The 2K.